Let me see what I can show you guys. So that's day 6. So the time is 23:36 and it's the 1st of November, right? And I've spent the last 30 days trying to look for, let's call it, new ways to make money online. I created a new digital product and sold it online. I built a new mobile app and I actually started a new e-store. This is what I learned. I've done the first one. It's called The Rise of an E-commerce Empire. And this is supposed to teach people the basic foundations. It looks very solid. In fact, let me see what I can play, because I was listening to it on Notebook LM to make sure it made sense.
Okay, let's get into that foundation. The 5 commerce pillars, they all kind of support each other, right? The idea is you could potentially get sales almost from day one.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Regardless of your specific product. You need to look at what's already working. What are people buying again and again? Think fashion, skincare, gadgets. Those tend to be consistent.
Exactly. So those tend to be consistent. So I'm very excited with this. And that's just the ebook. I spent 54,000 naira just to make one sale. I promoted it for 7 days. So I ran ads. I promoted it through ads mostly for 7 days. And I did not promote it with any of my own brands. So I didn't use my YouTube. I didn't use my Instagram. I didn't use my email list. This was fresh because I wanted to, when I was going to give these results, I wanted to sort of emulate how it would be for somebody that is starting from scratch or somebody that is starting as a new brand or as a new business, if that makes any sense. So this one didn't go well, and I'm not surprised. Honestly, I'm not surprised because with AI, digital products again, I'm not a prophet, I don't see the future, but they should typically become more difficult to sell. What I've seen a lot of people begin to do well in and succeed in is community, like provide community-driven platforms, provide community-driven access or opportunities, things like that. If you're selling just a digital product, it needs to be something that is niche or very, very specific. So for the next one, I decided to use AI to create an app. Why did Damini decide to create an app? I know that's what you're thinking, and I'll answer you. The truth of the matter is, on this particular channel, I had a video where I showed people how to create a new business within 24 hours. I think I built the platform on Shopify and I actually had it running on this particular channel for the past few months. Now, I made sales, okay? And within this particular bundle or within this particular kit I was selling, I had my marketing calculators, I had my business calculators, I had my product templates. My problem is people that bought it, they always, or not all of them, but some of them would send me a message that, oh, they can't access the calculators or they don't know how to use the calculators or something has, the numbers that they're getting is not calculating it again. So they've broken the, I don't know if they broke it, but something has happened to the formulas in those calculators or in those sheets, right? And people do not understand how to duplicate the sheet or simple things like that. And I didn't want to, again, they paid me, so I would always try to send a voice note or send a message explaining what they should do, that sort of thing. But I quickly understood that if this business should really take off, and one day I wake up and over 1,000 people have bought this thing, what am I going to do? I can't begin to tell people that, oh, this is what you need to do. I can't respond to 1,000 people. Now, some of you will be thinking, oh, maybe I should have created a video to explain. Guys, I did. I created this video. It wasn't working. There was a disconnect somewhere. And it's not because of lack of effort from my side. It's just Excel sheets. People don't like Excel sheets. That's the summary. Let me just put it like that. I've learned that a lot of people don't like Excel sheets. So what did I do? I decided I was going to create an app to make calculating these things simpler, right? And that's what I did. So now if you go to ojadigital.com, you would actually see a set of calculators that makes your e-commerce business work better for you. So you can calculate your promotions and discounts for your next promo. You can calculate your customer acquisition cost, which is what a lot of you don't know. You can calculate your break-even cost, another cost you guys don't know. All these amazing things, I've put it there. And for now, it is for free, okay? And I built that with the help of AI. Amazing, right? Let me clap for myself. But the truth of the matter is, I tried to monetize it. I did. The plan was you would access it for free. And then if you wanted to export the data, if you wanted to export the data either as a PDF or your own personal Excel sheet, you would pay an annual fee. So you pay an annual fee of maybe nothing too ridiculous, like 10,000 naira per year to have access to the platform. That was my plan. Now, so just for context, what I used to build this is an app called Replit. I had already decided to monetize it. I had created I created a login platform where people would log in. And then I was reading something online.
You leave here, go on GitHub and just search API_key, and it is terrifying. Or search SK dash.
Okay.
Which is the prefix for all the OpenAI keys. And it is incredible how many OpenAI keys are published on GitHub right now.
I don't know exactly what that means, but I know that is a security risk. And because of that, I immediately decided not to monetize this thing anymore. Because I don't want this wrong where I begin to collect money from people. They then give me, because they are going to create an account. So they create an account, they use the same password for their account that they're using for their other platforms. And then somebody comes in at the back end, then hacks the account or hacks the software and then takes all that data. And then I look like a dunce. On top of how much? 10K per head. Please, please, please. So I didn't monetize it, and I make sure that nobody puts any login details. Later on, I would work with somebody that is more tech, more software dev guy to then build these things. Maybe. But at the moment, at least for the next foreseeable 3 to 6 months, I'm just going to build this out to be the best possible tool for every Nigerian business that wants to succeed online. That's my plan. If possible, and this is for people that probably have e-commerce business that already exists, understand that your business doesn't just have to cater to Nigerians alone, right? The world is a very big place. We are playing on a global playground, right? We're playing on a global playground. Come outside. Come outside. I like that. If you can come outside, come outside. A lot more people want what you're selling. You don't have to stay where you are. That kind of thing, right? So yeah, those are the 3 different projects that I worked on. Now, while I was working on these 3 projects, something bad happened. Something suffered. And that was my e-store. So at the beginning of the year, Damini, myself, and my fellow subscribers on this channel, we made a plan to hit a sales target of 24.99999 million naira for a particular e-store that I manage. Okay, as of October, we did 1.6 in online revenue, but and then that brought our, I can't remember what we did offline, but that brought our total revenue for the year to 17.575, which is a 70% target. Okay, 70% target for the year. Now, the problem is we have only November and December. This particular October, while I was building these 3 different projects, that business suffered. What does that mean for your business? Now, in your business, don't be like Damini. I've done the experiments for you, and I've kind of showed you some of the problems in these different businesses. If you have something that's already working for you, expand on it. If you feel like you don't know how to scale it up or something, and you are just selling to only people in Nigeria, go global, go international. If you feel like the particular product you are selling, that you can't sell any more of it to any more people, there are ways you can expand on that particular product. I was on a particular call recently, and I hope I'm not deviating too much for you guys, but I was on a particular call recently, and the lady said that she was selling a drink, and that particular drink she was selling, she felt like she couldn't sell it to more people, so she wanted to pivot into selling food instead. Now, and I think I have a video where I talk about Zobo, how to sell Zobo in Nigeria and make 1 billion naira from it. You guys can go and watch that video next. But anyways, if, for example, you are selling a drink and that drink is apple, before you pivot into food or pivot into a different category altogether, can you do pineapple? Can you do apple and orange? Can you do zero sugar apple or zero sugar orange? You know, things like that. Begin to think of innovation within what already exists. Begin to think of that. Begin to think of maybe different sizes. Again, we tend to think that the reason why brands like Coca-Cola and all these other guys are so successful is because they are bigger than us or they have more money than us for marketing, things like that. That is true. But when you look at their form of innovation, why can't you also innovate in that manner? Why can't you also take inspiration from that kind of innovation? Coca-Cola spends so much money to put somebody's name on the bottle. Why? I'm guessing that's something you can do. That campaign started with very generic names, things like John, Terry, Thomas. It's like, what is stopping you from starting your own drink business and putting on the side Temi, Toby, Kunle, Chichi, Halima, Taufik, Mubarak, Sadiq? Like, what's stopping you from doing those kind of things, right? Don't make the mistake I made. The biggest mistake I made in this particular experiment that I did for the last 30 days was I tried to do too many different things within that short period of time. That was the experiment. That was the test. But in itself, that is wrong. So don't be like me. Now, if you want to watch a few of my other videos that you might find relevant, there's one where I talk about how to start a successful e-commerce business here. And then I'll put the Zobo video here so you can watch that one. You guys pick. But till next time, take it easy. Check out Oja Digital as well. And if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. I'll see you guys next week. Yes. Bye-bye.